Hey guys, it's Titan here. Back on the mic, back commentating for a game today. This is a game I actually played yesterday. It was on BO3, obviously, as you can tell. It looks a little bit different. Got myself on the new map, Redwood Snow, and I was very excited to be playing a game. So I played maybe 7 games yesterday, and I did alright. It wasn't too bad, but the one thing you guys are going to notice is this game actually goes a little slow. I you know, obviously I did the best I could because I was trying, but I wasn't tryharding, but I was my aim's not that bad at this game. It just you really have to get used to it versus BO2. It's a lot different. But that's why I don't play this game that much. Just because usually, you know, I usually just have more fun on BO2. It's usually how it works. Now here, you'll see I'm on theater mode right now, and you can really tell that some things are really pretty messed up because of theater mode. So that's my bad. I went to record and ended up doing a like highlights reel of the last 10 minutes or whatever, which I set it to 10 minutes because BO2 games are fast. So even though the time limit is 10 minutes, I never actually play until 10 minutes. Games are usually between 4 and, I don't know, 7 minutes, depending on how unbalanced the teams are. So BO2 games are a little bit quicker. And so I had this 10-minute recording thing going on. And since BO3 is a really demanding game, even for my rig, we gotta, um, I went to go save it after the game, and it took probably 3 minutes to actually cut the recording and save it. So therefore, what I'm doing the first few minutes in theater mode, and then I will cut to the original recording, and I will commentate over that too. So, it just hang tight, video quality gets better. But I mean, you can see like my shots really, they're not that bad. I mean, I'm not wonderful because I obviously still use the knife too much. That's my number one issue is the overuse of the combat knife. But I'm sure eventually, if I get good enough with my like no scoping and stuff like that, I will get, you know, I'll get a little better. So at this point, with that depth, I'm gonna go ahead and cut to the other original recording. I'll see you guys then. I talked about the games being a little longer on here, and I talked about my little recording flub, but this is the original, so it should actually be a little smoother than before. But, I talked about this video being slow, and the downside, like, it's gonna be a little boring, so I understand if people don't watch the whole thing. Excuse me. Like, if I were somebody else, I wouldn't watch this whole thing either. Like it's just not the most exciting to be honest, but you can watch some of my shots and you can yeah, I guess. Like I don't know what to say other than like my experience in BO3 isn't nearly as much as BO2, so I'm not gonna look as good or as familiar. I mean, I'm familiar with the maps, but it's not like, I don't like this game as much because it's not as fun and it's not as interesting. A lot of the players you run into are either like really bad or they're so good that you can't compete. There's this one sniper, and this isn't necessarily an example directly, but like I met this one sniper on Fringe, and he and I were really going back and forth, like trading pretty much, and we started with him basically like destroying me. I couldn't do anything, and then after that, well, that's when things got a little better, but I eventually started killing him more than he killed me, but it took a while, and I got frustrated because his whole team was really good, and he had good support, but like BO3 carries over BO2's unfair team balance, But the thing about BO2 is it can balance teams unfairly all at once because I can compete with the best of them on BO2. It's different. But on here, it's very difficult. So, you know, I prefer what I play with, like, people who are, like, I like playing with competitive people. That's why skill-based matchmaking is a thing. And the reason why nobody is on, like, who is similar to your skill level is because BO3 on PC is dead. Like, more dead than BO2 because nobody... Like, there's no special reason to play BO3 on the PC. There's no special reason to play BO3, period. Like, I guess the most dead game on the PC, like, in terms of COD titles, is AW, because even though I liked Advanced Warfare, it wasn't... I played it on the Xbox 360, because even in its first year on the PC, it was already dead. I mean, you were lucky to find a game. And starting about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, like, the public servers, since they never tell you how many people are on, I mean, you can try to get in a game, but most likely, there aren't going to be any lobbies of anything. Oh, the recording gets choppy here. That's, you know, it straightens itself out. Just give it a minute. The frame rate, really, I have frame rate issues in game, so part of this might actually be from when I was playing. But when when I'm competitive, I don't really notice as much. Like, sometimes it's fine. Other times I will have like big stutters, and to me that doesn't really make sense. But you know. Like, BO3 isn't optimized for PC at all. It's awful because you can get on a console and, like, this is all on extra. This is all, like, the quality is on extra and stuff. But you can get on a console. Like, a PS4 can play BO2 on high at 60 not 2, my bad. BO3 on high at 60 FPS. So, like, and then there's my PC that I designed to be able to, like, I didn't design it, but I built it with a tier of parts to be able to play, you know, newer COD games at 144 because that's what my monitor is and it honestly helps me. So I did that. And to see the devs not optimize BO3 as much for the PC is just kind of sad. That's maybe another reason why it's dying, is because you need to have such a good computer to run it that it's unreachable for most people. Because you can go by the spec, you know, like, if you can meet the minimum spec, but that doesn't mean anything though, because BO3 is managed like garbage. And so you're gonna have like frame rate dips, you're gonna have stutter, like you're gonna have all this garbage that isn't a thing on older CODs. I don't know if it's a thing on like, I don't know if it's a thing on even newer CODs like World War II. I think World War II is actually a little better, but... Oh, did you guys like that collab, by the way? Yeah, it was great. See, like, we're just now at 75 kills, and there's a minute left. I mean, like, you guys can probably tell we're not going to win by score limit. It's going to come down to time, so, you know. And towards the end of the game, my shots honestly start to get sloppy, and that happens in BO2. That just kind of carries over, because if I'm doing well and then all of a sudden not, it's probably because I tabbed and looked at my score and my KD and realized that I was doing well. As soon as I think about that I'm doing well and realize that I have to keep doing well, I do worse. So you know, I almost died right here, but you guys can see in a second our efforts to close out the game, like, actually kind of work, and it looks pretty cool. Like, a teammate saved me, and then I spiked a guy after sniping long range, and then I sniped short range, and that was the final kill cam. So, you know,
Raw aggression gets the
and I
win
guess
every
this will
time.
prove it's the real recording, won't it? Because theater mode doesn't show the final kill cam. But this was this was really cool, and I was happy that the game ended on a good note like that. And speaking of a good note, I hope this video ends on a good note. I will see you guys in the next video I do, and please tell me if you'd like to see some more BO3 or if you like BO2 better, because I can do either. And I may get into MW2 eventually too. Just really kind of depends. So there's the recording, guys. I see you in the next one. Have a good day. Titan signing off.